Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this short unseen video. I say short because I don't think the folders are very full. We managed to get an unseen video done yesterday and I've got a big update to bring to you regarding yesterday's unseen. But there's a few other bits as well. One piece of news has really dominated the wrestling news sites today, and obviously we will get to that. We're going to start with the Wyatt Sicks though, and there's not loads in here, but this is very interesting. Finn Balor, check this out for a quote, would love to work with the Wyatt Sicks. This is a story that Finn Balor wants, right? I feel like we could do some really cool shiz there, and they could. They really could. Obviously, we don't see much of the Demon, but if the Demon was to come down, you know, Finn's darkness, his dark persona, it would be so interesting to explore how that darkness interacts with the darkness of the Wyatt Sicks, you know, and it would be very interesting to know how the Demon interacts with Uncle Howdy. You know, does this darkness know each other? Could they have bumped into each other in like a spirit world or something like that? Could we get a hello, my old friend type situation? This could be really interesting. I think there's a lot that you could explore there with Finn as the Demon and this group. And I mean, there's a lot to explore with just Wyatt Sicks against Judgment Day, in all fairness, without the Demon. But I feel like this feud would be ready-made for the Demon. The only thing I wouldn't know is who goes over, because I think if you do Demon against, say, just Bo on his own, normal, I think Demon should win that, because I love the Demon. The Demon's given me some of my favourite NXT moments. I love the Demon. So I think Demon goes over Bo, but I don't think Demon goes over Uncle Howdy, right? But I don't know. It's a really interesting one. And, you know, would the Demon be on his own? What if the Demon was able to bring out a darkness in some other people? And we had Wyatt Sicks going up against a group led by Finn Balor and the Demon, with others in that group bringing out their darker sides. Like, we could go quite far with this if we wanted. So I agree with Finn. I think there's some really cool stuff that we could do there. Lots of stuff for us to dig into. Not sure when we're going to get to it, but I love the fact that he is excited about it. We need to talk about this as well. This was big in yesterday's video. So I was talking about how on the side of the box we had that. And I was like, I really feel like that is the word champion. I agreed. The M looked very much like a Drew McIntyre M. And we said, we just don't know. Could it be a tease that we're actually building towards something to do with Drew? Obviously, wouldn't make sense right now. Drew's very busy, but maybe we're thinking a little further down the road. Well, boom, here it is. It's been found. Here's Bulletproof Studios saying the box that Nikki is carrying had Wildcat Belts artwork on it, right? And I said, mystery solved, thank you for the info. And I didn't really think much more of it, to be honest, because I was like, okay, cool, we've got our answer. We know that it is a logo. We know it's not Drew. We know that it's to do with this company. Job done. And then people went, hang on, that's a company that makes belts. So they've had a belt delivered. And I was like, oh, yeah. That's a good point, innit? That's a good point. What belt has been made and delivered? Like, I don't know. Is it a clue that there's going to be a custom belt for the Wyatt Sicks? If so, what would that be? Could it be like a Bray Legacy belt? I mean, maybe it's not even for the Wyatt Sicks. Perhaps this was a belt that was just delivered to WWE, and that's why the box was kicking around. But again, it does lead to the question, what belts have they had made and sent from Wildcat Belts? Why have they got this box? What has been delivered to them? And do they want us to focus on this? Do they want us to know that this logo is connected to Wildcat Belts. I really don't know how far to go with this. It's a really difficult one because at first I didn't really pay what was on the box much attention. Then people started pointing out that the word could be champion and the M looked like McIntyre. Now here we are having found out that it's actually connected to a company that make belts. And they've clearly, there's a box there, so they've had one delivered. So you go, what's going on here? Could be something, could be nothing, but this is the latest when it comes to this situation. We got this as well. So Leaping Lucha Larry, WrestleMania. So Alexa Bliss is training for her return. There's Alexa Bliss, picture of her, and there she is doing this back handspring, her first one since having a baby. And she says, I've got to work on that form. So people did point out that she seems to be in that kind of upside down Bray spider walk position. And people wondered if that was like an indicator of all the positions for her to be in. She's posted one with her being like upside down like Bray used to be. So that kind of caught people's eyes. Don't know if it means anything, but still interesting. And she also tweeted out as well. So never forget when Alexa fooled everyone into thinking she had broken her arm. A lot of people might not have seen this. Alexa has got the ability to like move her joints. She's like double jointed, so she can actually bend her elbow that way, right? So she didn't use it too many times. In all fairness, she just did it like here, there, which because I can't do it. I mean, I can't do it, but she can do it so that it looks like it's kind of broken. And here we go. Look, Alexa actually said, and for my next trick. And then we've got this kind of devil face emoji. So I wonder what her next trick is going to be. But yeah, that was Alexa earlier today. So that was the Wyatt Sicks folder. As we said, we haven't got much here, in all fairness. But I do think the WWE one's got a fair bit in it, in all fairness. So yeah, a lot actually, now that we're going through it. So this was the big news today. So I don't know how you pronounce the surname. I think it's Stephanie Vaquer. I think it's like that. Stephanie Vaquer has officially signed with WWE. Now, I've had so many people asking me my thoughts on this, and my honest opinion, my honest thoughts are, I ain't got any, because I don't know who she is. I think she had a match with Mercedes at a recent AEW show, but I don't watch AEW, so I didn't even see that match. But that is probably the first time I ever heard of this person. So to me, don't know. I mean, there's a lot of excitement, but then it has been a very quiet news day. So I feel like everyone's just jumped on this. So we'll have to see. I mean, she's clearly decorated. She had a New Japan Strong Women's Championship. She's been connected with New Japan and CMLL. You know, I mean, she's just wrestled Mercedes on a big AEW show. You know, this is someone that's clearly talented, clearly experienced, clearly bringing all of that wrestling knowledge to NXT. This is not someone like Jade Cargill, who's very limited. This is someone much further along. This is someone I would imagine has been a wrestling fan her whole life that wants to do this first and foremost, rather than maybe people that have come from gymnastics and come from volleyball and come from other places. I'm guessing this is what she's always wanted to be. So all of those are great qualities. All of that is very exciting. The buzz on the internet is obviously loud. So yeah, I don't really have anything to say other than let's see how she does. So she's officially signed, and even Shawn Michaels just 5 hours ago said, welcome to the WWE family, Steph Vaquer. See you in Orlando. So Barry, thank you. How funny that we were talking about this during a stream recently. I think it was the Wrestling Escape Pods. So Spec says thoughts. So apparently they're looking at putting cameras on refs, right? Which I think is really interesting. We were talking about this on the Wrestling Escape Pods because I said, did you know that they used to, going back a few years now, have cameras on each of the corners in the ring, and they had a camera attached to the barricades, and it was for virtual reality, so that you could put VR glasses on and then pick which camera you wanted to watch the action from. And I was like, imagine if Green Shirt Guy had a camera. Imagine if the referee had a camera. Imagine if, like, we brought those cameras back in the corners. Imagine if the commentators had cameras on their desk, and you could just keep choosing with your headset on where you want to watch the action from. So you could just choose the option to watch the show. Or if you want to watch it from a specific camera, boom, you can just do that. I wonder if that could be the future. So here, this is just a mock-up, of course. But here we've got the idea, apparently, could be bringing, this is from Fightful, Sean Ross out, cameras that will be attached to the referees. I really don't mind it. I don't mind that. I'm all for it. They did used to do it in WCW. It's not something that we've really done in WWE, though. But, I don't know, it might give it that sporty feel. There's quite a few sports where the referees have got cameras. Right, Variety said WWE superstar Drew McIntyre has signed with Paradigm, right? So I believe this is a company which is very good at kind of getting you out there, maybe getting you some TV roles, film roles, like getting you, like, you know, opportunities. And Drew said, when one door closes, since I'm officially suspended by WWE, I'll be looking forward to exploring new opportunities. So obviously he's not, like, really suspended, but I think he has really signed with Paradigm. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see kind of where he pops up. So Anne-Marie, thank you for tagging me in that. Appreciate it. Here's Dominik, who 2 hours ago tweeted this out. He said, I beat him all on my own, by myself. I'm the greatest Mysterio of all time. So there we go, Dominik. He is back to being excited again about this victory. I'm sure he is still worried about Rhea, but he is taking a moment just to enjoy this as well. So there we go. This was interesting. So WWE Women's Champion Bayley revealed that John Cena gave her some advice. So she said, John, if there's anything you think is missing from the women's division or anything specific you think I should work on, what should it be? That's a really interesting question. Really interesting. And I'm sure if you're anything like me, you wanted to know what John Cena said in response. So we have it. And as I said, I really thought this was an excellent little interview, right? So it turned into this hour-long conversation, and it all came down to storytelling. What's the story we're trying to tell tonight? Don't think about what they want or what he wants or what you want. It's all about storytelling, right? He wants to give back in a way that not everybody does. He has such unique information that he can share. It brings us back to why we got into it. Having him around for conversations has been really great. That is Bayley talking about John Cena and the influence of John Cena, which I thought was brilliant. I really enjoyed reading that. And John Cena talking about the fact that it's all about storytelling. What stories are you trying to tell tonight? Bayley getting some new ink. Now, I don't know exactly. That's a big Bayley leg, isn't it? Let's see if we can... Well, that has not helped one bit. Let's see if we can whoosh in a slightly better angle. There we go. So, yeah, I don't know exactly what... I'm guessing, are we colouring this bit in here? We don't have, like, a finished piece, which is a bit of a shame. It would be good to see that. But this is all Bayley has shared. But here she is getting some more work done on her thigh. So there we go. Bayley getting some new ink, which I'm sure she's very excited about. It would be good to kind of be able to see the final piece, to be honest. I don't know if she's going to share that at some point. Right, we've been getting a few bits from Shelton Benjamin because he's been talking with Chris Van Vliet, and he said here there was talk of me possibly becoming a WWE trainer at some point. I don't think that door has closed. I just haven't pursued it yet. So I wonder if he will find his way as a trainer down in NXT. I think that would be a really good use for Shelton Benjamin. Finn Balor admits the demon hasn't been executed very well over the last few years. Yeah, no joke. We haven't seen him, have we? Like, duh. Like, had he have actually been used and booked in stories? But, yeah, I mean, we've only seen him fleetingly, like WrestleMania in a match against Edge. So we just haven't really seen much of the demon. And I think, wasn't there a match against Roman as well? So I would love to get the demon back, and as we said earlier, maybe involve him in something against the Wyatt Sicks. This was that Alexa Bliss tweet which we looked at. Here's the new all ego Ethan Page shirt. So celebrate the era of ego with the first official t-shirt of all ego. So there we go. Ethan Page's first official t-shirt for this NXT run, so I know many of you will be excited by that. Talking of excited, there's Nick Aldis. He is excited about England, who obviously were victorious. Boys. Going forward into the final on Sunday, where they'll be playing Spain in the Euro final. So only the second time in England's history they've ever got to a Euro final. So yeah, never won it either, so it's tense. It's tense. Right, here, Wrestle Talk. Baron Corbin explains how John Cena became something of a mentor to him. He says, we live 10 minutes from each other, and I work out at his gym. I would see him on a weekly basis before he was doing all the Hollywood stuff. When I would get frustrated, he became a mentor, in a sense. He would say, let's go to dinner. Let's eat steak and burnt Brussels sprouts. Have some wine, and we'll talk through, and we'll figure it out. That's why John Cena is who he is. So, amazing. John Cena obviously stepping away, but it's so great to hear some of these stories about John and how much he's helped different superstars. And again, talking of John, we've got another one here for John. Let's go back and whoosh it over. So John Cena says, for 22 years, you have allowed me to be part of many special moments. We have incredible history together, from setbacks to triumph and all in between. I'm so grateful to be invited back home so we can write the last chapter of this unforgettable ride. Sunsets are often the most memorable experience. I can't wait to share this sunset with my family. See you all very soon. The last time is now. Oof. That's going to hit some people in the feels, isn't it? That's going to hit some people in the feels. Talking of being hit in the feels, here was Wade Barrett. Boom! Blooming brilliant, England. Get the F in there. That was his reaction to England scoring that 92nd minute winner to beat the Dutch, beat Netherlands, go through to the final. WrestleOps reporting that Rhea Ripley's return on Raw this week has now amassed an estimated near 84 million views across all of official WWE social platforms. Amazing numbers. Right, Finn Balor says Gunther is the best in-ring performer on Earth. Walter, Gunther, whatever you want to call him, in my opinion, is probably the best performer on Earth right now. In my opinion, to watch in the ring, I get so oversaturated, seeing so much stuff, that I just kind of go, I can't be watching this. I've seen it all, but I've seen so much. I'm 43 now. So it's like watching wrestling for 35 years. So it's rare that I go, oh, I'm interested in this. But when Walter gets in the ring, I'm interested. I want to see everything that he does. Wow. High praise from Finn to Gunther. Look at this. Dominik Mysterio doesn't appear to be too happy with Damian Priest's reaction to Rhea Ripley's return. There's Dominik reacting to this moment. We looked at this on a previous Unseen, and there's Dominik with the Stewie Griffin squinting eye, I see you kind of meme. So yeah, he's not pleased. He's not pleased. Shelton Benjamin again said there was definitely a conversation and plans for the Hurt Business to make a return. And then these things just changed. They set dates, and then the dates changed, and things changed. And then suddenly it was like, nope, we're just not doing it. So that was Shelton Benjamin in the Metro. This was interesting, right? So here, Melissa said, I always wondered how Dom didn't hear Liv throw the chair. He walked away for like 2 seconds, unless he's been on Liv's side this whole time. So let me show you what is meant by this. So here he is, look, he walks away. So that means he's about here now, right? I mean, he really has just stepped out of the frame, and you can already see the chair coming in. Boom. And she's down. So there's the chair. Boom. He has literally, I mean, we're 7 seconds in. He was there at 4 seconds. Right? She's still looking at him as he walks off. This chair hits her at 7 seconds. So Melissa makes a really good point. Like, how does she go down? Right? She's standing there. And then they get into this brawl, right? And then eventually, I mean, look at this. Where the flip is he? Here he is. 31 seconds. Where? What? I don't think I've gone back and rewatched this moment, you know. So maybe it was a bit of a botch with Liv coming in so quick. Perhaps like we needed to just wait a few more seconds there so that maybe he could have gone round a corner or, you know what I mean, gone into a different room. But yeah, Edward said, do we think Dom set up Rhea's attack by Liv? I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Dom and Liv sort of get together. I don't think she cares for Dom at all, right? And if they do get together, then Liv's only doing it to keep one over on Rhea, right? She's only doing it because she wants to take Dom completely away from Rhea. So I could understand Liv kind of continuing with that flirting, whatever. But I don't know that this goes all the way back to this. This could have just been a bit of a production botch. But I'm not sure. Honestly, having rewatched it, it is quite interesting, which is why I put it in this folder. Right, so that was the WWE folder. Lots of little bits and bobs in there. And and then we just got a couple of things to end on. So here, look, we've got John Cena posting this picture. There's the Tuah girl, or however you pronounce it. Tuah. That one, yeah. So she's doing a Tuah. And then there's Triple H doing the same as well. Perhaps he has been the OG Tuah boy. We never thought about that, did we? She is the Tuah girl. Maybe he's the Tuah boy. So there we go. The two of them side by side, spitting on that thang. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're spitting on that thang. I do regret saying that. Erase your mind. Thank you. And then this is our last one. John Cena. It's a very John Cena heavy video, this. So here, look, we've got someone spotted Cena. They started playing his entrance music from above. He looks up to see what's happening. They freak out, right? And then he waves. How cool is that? Apparently this is filming on a movie set, and they just started playing his entrance song. So he looks up to see what's happening. They freak out like, ah, and then he just waves back. So I don't know how they managed to get onto that filming set, unless they were just filming in the street or something. But it's a pretty fun moment. So Fadeaway Media, shout out to you. And that was it. As we said, it was a pretty quiet day, all things considered. But still little bits there for us to get our teeth into. And it still resulted in a near 25-minute video. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate the support as always. We have got a very interesting video that I'm going to record in a bit that's going to go on the second channel. That is going to be all about how you would book John Cena's retirement year. What would you do? You know, like, would he win the Rumble? Would he win the world title? Would he get number 17? Would he win the IC title to become a Grand Slam champion? Who does he face at WrestleMania? Where's his last match? What show is his last match on? Who does he face in his last match? Does he win? Does he lose? I've said you don't need to give me answers to all of that, but give me an idea of how you would book his last year. So I think that video should be a lot of fun. So I'm going to record that in a little bit, and it'll go up on the second channel. I think tomorrow we'll probably have another Unseen for you, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. And of course, we're back live streams on Friday as we continue our Bloodline build, our Bloodline story. We've got all the fallout from Money in the Bank, and we'll be doing SmackDown on Friday, so make sure you join us for that. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate the support, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.